In the heart of a sun-drenched vineyard, a clever fox wandered, his amber eyes glinting with curiosity and ambition. The air was thick with the sweet aroma of ripe fruit, and the fox's gaze was drawn upward to a luscious cluster of grapes hanging just out of reach. Plump and shimmering in the sunlight, the grapes promised a feast to anyone who could claim them. The fox, hungry and hopeful, decided that these grapes would be his. He crouched beneath the vine, calculating the best way to reach his prize. With a determined leap, he sprang upward, paws outstretched, but the grapes remained untouched, swaying gently above him. Not one to give up easily, the fox tried again, leaping higher, stretching further, but each attempt ended in disappointment. The grapes, tantalizingly close, seemed to mock his efforts. Undeterred, the fox circled the vine, searching for a new angle, a better foothold, any advantage he could find. He tried jumping from a nearby rock, lunging from a running start, even clawing at the vine itself, but every method fell short. The grapes remained just out of reach, glistening with dew, as if challenging the fox's persistence. Frustration began to build within him. Each failed attempt chipped away at his confidence, and the sun's warmth, once inviting, now felt oppressive against his fur. The fox paused, panting, and gazed skyward at the unreachable grapes. He realized that, despite all his cunning, some things were simply beyond his grasp. After a moment's reflection, the fox straightened his back and shook off the dust. He looked at the grapes one last time, their beauty undiminished by his inability to taste them. Instead of bitterness, a sense of acceptance filled his heart. He understood now that not every desire could be fulfilled, no matter how clever or persistent one might be. As he turned away from the vine, he murmured to himself, "Those grapes are probably sour anyway." This phrase, simple yet profound, carried more meaning than mere consolation. It was the fox's way of restoring his dignity, accepting defeat without allowing it to diminish his spirit. In that moment, he chose to let go of his frustration and move forward, seeking new opportunities elsewhere. The story of the fox and the grapes is more than just a tale of failed ambition. It is a lesson in humility, resilience, and the wisdom of knowing when to accept defeat. In life, we all encounter moments when our best efforts do not yield the results we hope for. Whether in work, relationships, or personal goals, there are times when, despite our determination and creativity, success remains out of reach. What matters most in these moments is not the failure itself, but how we respond to it. The fox's decision to walk away, rather than dwell in disappointment, shows us the value of acceptance. It is an act of courage to admit that not every dream will come true, and sometimes the healthiest choice is to let go and move on. This acceptance is not the same as giving up. Rather, it is a recognition of our limits, and an invitation to find new paths, new challenges, and new sources of fulfillment. The fox does not stop seeking. He simply redirects his energy toward what is possible and within his reach. By embracing the wisdom of the fox, we learn that every setback can be a stepping stone to greater understanding and growth. When we accept failure gracefully, we free ourselves from the burden of regret and open our hearts to new beginnings. The grapes may remain on the vine, but the journey continues, full of promise and potential for those willing to accept, adapt, and move forward.